Hi, and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Leo. This is a generic read, so please take all the messages that resonate with you and leave everything else behind. And if this reading does connect with you, there is an extension to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. So Leo, how are you feeling? How was your first week of December? Hopefully you were able to connect to your family and friends, like maybe able to get into some holiday spirit. Alright Leo, let's focus on the question that may be causing you anxiety or sleepless nights. Let's focus on that question that brought you to this reading. Take a deep breath. Exhale and let everything else go. Just that question in your mind. Maybe this reading has an answer for you. You're looking for Six of Coins. Being blocked by Six of Wands. So Six of Coins is a card being more philanthropic, sharing your work with community, the right community, the right social settings for you. And Six of Wands is a card that is about getting to that social recognition that brings you the opportunity to be more philanthropic. So it's like a very interesting cyclical thing that the more you become philanthropic, the more you get socially recognized. That brings in more opportunities for you to make more abundance, for you to be more philanthropic. So it's like a cyclical process. And right now you're somehow stuck in it. So let's see what's in past. Past was about King of Wands. Understanding where you truly fit. The idea might have been lost in the old version of you. Like, as in, it seems like you are growing. So the King of Wands is all about doing that growth, understanding where you truly fit in the system, or you create your own ecosystem. If you were part of a previous large scale system, you will be able to understand. What I'm trying to say is like, it's King of Wands is a lot about situational awareness and understanding as to where your own uniqueness and innovativeness fits in. Once you start decoding that inside your own mind, once you start understanding where you truly fit in, then looking for these opportunities, sharing your work, finding the right community, then sharing more of your work, then finding opportunities, and then be philanthropic. It keeps going hand in hand. But the necessity for that is to truly understand, to be able to gauge all the opportunities that lie in front of you, that appear in front of you, not getting excited about everything that shows up. It's like if as a kid you went to a candy store, not getting excited about every single candy in that store, but trying to figure out the ones you truly like, not your peers like, not your friend, like your family members like. It's just for the one you truly like. It's all about finding and knowing that, like that particular candy, and only buying that one. So only putting your efforts in the right opportunity when you truly know that opportunity belongs to you. Once you start understanding that part, then finding social recognition for you becomes an easier task. And in fact, you putting your efforts in a more philanthropic way and sharing your efforts with everyone becomes easier. Let's see mind's ambition. Two of Coins. Juggling multiple opportunities or juggling multiple situations, or trying to maybe balance the circle you are in. Heart's desire. Seven of Chalices, little daydreaming, which is healthy, especially when you want to grow. Just don't get too airy about yourself. See how all these seven birds like are in the air. Just don't get too airy that you lose the idea of gravity. future situations, Six of Swords or Four of Swords. So Four of Swords pointing towards so they could be like a scenario where you right now might be mentally stuck, or this might be even new to you, that sharing your work and then getting recognized and then finding opportunities. Previously, it could be that you might have been either part of a big work group, peer group, working together for combined projects, and now you're probably separating because you're realizing your true value is more than that. So previously, those elements of work either were like start those things like as to who like pays for your work, all those management exercises were controlled by someone else. Now you're seemingly learning all of that by yourself, and that learning is putting you through this sort of like healing exercise in terms of, so it would be a lot of what I'm trying to get towards is sort of growth process. So you would fail a lot while you're learning how to provide for yourself, and in this new fashion where you let the right opportunity first come to you, truly understand your innovativeness, then you allow you to showcase your right work, then let the right opportunities come in, then like so that first cycle by itself where you're just constantly putting in effort without any result, and that effort you're putting in even might be helping people, but you have to actually keep doing that because that's what's attracting those people towards you, and that's what will attract future opportunities towards you. So learning that part of the equation might itself be like a learning process, like pointing towards some sort of healing in yourself. And it could also lead you to an understanding as to how much you were getting undervalued in the past. Especially when you were working in a large setting, and if you straight away go solo, you start realizing how much truly your value is, how truly valuable you are, and how much of that value was getting squished or getting siphoned off by a lot of people who just were assigned to manage your situation. And once you learn that management in yourself, once you learn that juggling exercise, that's what two of coins is also pointing towards, learning how to manage that time and space inside you, in fact your own mind, learning how to be patient with the opportunities and only discerning the right one for yourself, so that you're learning that management art of how to track work and also how to manage your own time. Learning that by itself is an exercise, and but while you're doing so, you might be experiencing some guilt that maybe you gave in too much to someone else in the past, and that allowed that someone else to siphon off your true value. Suggested advice: Queen of Chalices, talking about balancing emotions. Context for this advice: Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is a card that points towards the lies we tell ourselves. Seems like in this card, you're deceiving your own self in the middle of the night. It's like, especially when you might have been stuck in that old situation where you were part of a large-scale team, especially when you thought you needed someone to manage you. It's basically as similar as to say that you need like a parent at a regular basis in your life, because you truly cannot function without a parent by yourself. And that's the need, that you need a parent or you need someone to look after you, to constantly guide you. It's basically a lie that at some point you constructed out of fear of security or fear of survivability. At some point, because of some psychological issue or some old trauma, that you constructed that lie for yourself. That lie is what keeps you stuck in those old ways, in those old situations where you cannot truly trust yourself, and you cannot let go of the support that you might need to survive. Once you release the support you need to survive, there's extremely high probability that you would find abundance on the other side, because your mind itself is trained enough to survive, to go through troubled waters, to go through troubled times, and to go through the other side and find that abundance. So, releasing those lies, learning the psychological issues within yourself, Queen of Chalices is balancing your own ship through those troubled waters. There seems to be like this hidden healing that's required before you can move on to that abundance that you somehow figured out you deserve. Somehow you figured out that it seems that you got pushed onto this situation where you started realizing you had more value in yourself than you truly believed. And this might have happened while you realized some of your own lies, maybe especially in the middle of the night, showing up as nightmares, or some daily situation that might have led to a chaos, which is a negative, which is like a reverse of Queen of Chalices. Complete chaos, causing you to re-evaluate the situation and try to see what went wrong. And what went wrong was you trying to think that you needed someone else to juggle your life, to help you manage your life. And now you're realizing your mind is capable enough to do that. You don't need anyone else's guidance, or basically by letting someone else juggle your life, manage your life, you're giving them the control of it. And once you do that, there is no way you can balance your own emotional waters. Then you always need the help. There's no way you can not, like, this daydreaminess, then it's an escape from daily life, rather than using it as a healthy way to imagine what the future looks like, or be ready for that future. In that moment, you're using daydreaminess to escape your daily life. It's very similar to procrastination. Hopes and fears. Fearing a tower. So there definitely seems to be a hidden healing that's required before you can move on to this King of Wands. Like, you might have figured out in the past that you deserve more than you had been given or what you have been told. But before you can move on to a new way of doing it, before you can learn how to first share your work, then attract people, before you can learn the idea of like that you need to keep holding up money. Six of Coins is a lot about being philanthropic about what you know. The information that resides within you needs to be shared outside. Only once you share it outside, you will find the right person to share the right information, like the right opportunity back to you. So before you can get to that sort of mindset, there needs to be a lot of healing that's required, and a lot of it is based on the lies you might have told yourself in the past. You might have constructed these lies for yourself, telling that you need people to support you, for you to survive, for you to thrive, for you to manage your time. And those lies are basically causing your stuckness in this moment. There's a hidden healing. Potential outcome. The Devil card. Bondage, procrastination. You're using daydreaming as an escape right now. You're using daydreaming as an escape. And that's causing procrastination, and you're ignoring the devil, the demon that you've created inside your own head. Even if you figured out how truly powerful you should be, King of Wands, and how truly abundant you should be because you're so powerful, it really doesn't imply that you actually would be that abundant until you can release your own demons that's stopping you from using this power in the right way. So that is seemingly impossible as a task for you to not be able to release this devil and hope to become that King of Wands. Once you release that devil, this cycle of Six of Coins and Six of Wands, this becomes like a piece of game, because you start understanding the importance of effort and then the right reward for it. And you also start treating recognition as a reward before you start looking for material survival. And once you get to that space where you start looking for recognition by itself as a reward, and this recognition is not an appreciation of any kind. Recognition has to, like, you even getting like people aware about your work. Just to getting to that stage by itself should be considered as a reward in your mind. Once you start getting to that, thoughts about materialism, thoughts about any survivability, thoughts about that you need people to help you out, thoughts about you need people to help you thrive or survive, they go away. All these fears, all these demons are your own creation. All these devils are in your own mind, that you need someone for you to thrive, for you to survive. And that someone then becomes the controlling person of the situation. And that sooner or later pushes back in that old spot. So the toggle moment here that you're fearing is pointing towards that either you have already been pushed into this King of Wands state, that now you have to become this King of Wands, or you're about to get pushed, where you're about to get thrown out of your previous way of surviving. Whatever ship, whatever boat you were on, you'll be pushed out so that you can now learn how to survive first and then find a new island which is abundant. So there's a very heavy hidden psychological improvement that you need to do before you can think of finding any sort of abundance or use your King of Wands power. Until you can truly balance yourself, until you can truly let go of these demons inside you will not find the ability to use that power and create abundance. So suggestion would be, first release right now daydreaming. Stop using daydreaming as an escape. Rather start using dreams for nightmares to show up. Don't push aside nightmares. Don't escape those nightmares. They will start telling you the lies that you need to start releasing. Stop pushing those nightmares away. Stop using daydreaming as an escape. So that's one of the most important suggestions over here, because it clearly seems that you have been using daydreaming as an escape. Start learning how to manage yourself. Find the right skills, find the right motivation to do that. Start learning how to manage your own time, own lifestyle. Don't make anyone else responsible for it, and don't then automatically give them any sort of control. Leo, there is a very heavy hidden psychological improvement that's needed. You have to release those devils. Stop using daydreaming as an escape. Start working on improving your own psychology about how to stop lying to yourself. Fear of survivability is not it's really like your own creation. And sooner or later you might get pushed into actually facing it. Try to learn to manage your own time. Try to learn to manage your own self. Don't let anyone else be responsible or controllable of it. Leo, I hope this reading connected with you. And if it did, I have an extended. In the extended, I would further look at how to find that balance where you can start learning how to balance your own self, like that internal balance, and how to release these daydreams and learn how to process nightmares. Message from the Oracle. All of that is in the extended. The link for that is below in the description box. I hope you liked the reading, Leo, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining the reading, and have an amazing week.